Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special Feature Fridays because it's happening on Wednesdays. Yes, that's right. We didn't actually schedule this Feature Friday as we usually do, but we thought that there is an important new feature that we'd like to present to you guys today. That feature being the new online class option. I won't talk too much about it because our presenter today, who's going to run through everything for us, is the one and only Jackie Kwan. Jackie, how are you doing today?
I'm frozen.
You're frozen. Screen-wise or body-wise? You just
I thought,
cold?
yeah, no, I thought my screen froze for a
Oh,
second. So, so
okay.
I was like, oh my gosh,
It's a
what's
great time for
happening?
that to happen.
What's happening? You can tell that I never actually do the live stream because I feel like I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh
But
no,
that's okay.
that's how I live my entire life. That's fine.
Oh, is that what life is like?
That's life.
Welcome everybody to Feature Friday on Wednesday. It's kind of like throwback. It's a throwback day. It's like Throwback Thursday, but on Wednesday because it's actually Wednesday webinar day. But it's Feature Friday. I'm so confused.
We have too many too many days. Oh dear.
So today we thought we'd sort of crash the party, do a quick Facebook Live a little bit earlier than we normally do during the week, because we did launch a feature late last week that we wanted to share with everybody, and that is our online event links feature. We know that there are a number of clubs that are currently affected by COVID-19, and whether it be for shutdowns or just having to operate under limited constraints or restrictions. So we know that a lot of clubs and a lot of organizations have been moving to a more virtual format of providing virtual instruction, or at least just to, at the very least, connect with their members, connect with their athletes to get them moving. And it's a great thing to do, especially if everybody is social distancing and at home and not able to leave their house. Just get a little bit of exercise in and around the house. So this is a great way to engage your membership, remind them that you're still around, and give them something to do. So there are tons of tools out there to provide online instruction. So one that's really taken off, one that has zoomed off the runway.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
That just came to me.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it did. I wasn't even like, I didn't file that one away. Anyways, one that has really taken off is Zoom. We know that a lot of clubs have started using this because of its ease of use. Lots of people can kind of hop on it very quickly, and it isn't very technically difficult to sort of get on board. So we know a lot of clubs have been using that, but there's lots of other platforms as well. So don't feel like that you're stuck with only using Zoom. There's things like Skype, GoToMeeting, WebEx. A number of them have actually a free version of their software, just like Zoom does. So make sure that you check out all of them. A couple of things before you even start doing this, whether you're using Uplifter or not. Number one, and that is to make sure that if your insurance is covered by a governing body, check with your governing body to see whether or not your insurance covers instruction via virtual instruction or whatnot. So you probably have some insurance restrictions in terms of liability. So make sure that if you are having your participants join in, that they sign the appropriate waivers and make sure that everybody is covered and everybody is working in a safe environment. So that's number one. Number two, as well, before you start, you may want to check out the different features of the different platforms to make sure that you are able to provide this service securely. So there have been a number of issues that have cropped up and brought to light based off of Zoom's very immediate popularity, where people were using Zoom without actually locking down all the different security features that are available. So before you just set up a meeting and tell everybody to come on board, make sure you do little things like set up a password for your meeting, so not anybody can just log in. That's probably number one key element, is make sure that you have your meeting secured. Don't share your meeting links on social media so that everybody can see them and anybody can join in. You want to prevent people that you don't want to just sort of arbitrarily find your meeting and do a wedding crashers kind of thing, and display inappropriate content in your meetings. Other things that you can do is set up the waiting room. Most of the webinar software out there have some sort of waiting room feature where the host must log in first, and once the host logs in, any of the participants are sort of sitting in a waiting room, and you can actually let them in one by one. And that gives you the ability to sort of check attendance, see who's there, make sure that the people who are attending are the people that you expect to attend, and that you don't have any sort of inappropriate guests or people that you don't expect coming into your meeting. Finally, another option that a lot of the webinar platforms have is the ability to lock the door. So after everybody has joined in, you can actually lock the meeting so nobody additionally can come in and join the meeting afterwards. So we actually have set up in our Help Center a COVID-19 Resource Center page. And on this page, we actually show you a number of different options, give you some help links and getting started links with a couple of the different popular platforms out there. And as well, we've also added, I believe, just today, for example, an article here, Zoom Best Practices for Virtual Class Security, so that you know how it is that you can secure your classes before you get started. So before you even start with Uplifter, you should check out all of those elements, make sure you're up to speed. So right now we're going to assume that you've set up a online meeting using Zoom or your platform of choice. What you can then do is you can create a program just like you normally would with an Uplifter. I'm going to be on our Townsville Gymnastics Club, and I am in my administration section, and I'm under products and programs. I've keyed in on this one event here called Women's Beginner because I know I actually have a class that occurs today. When you go to edit that program, if you slide down just a little bit past your class lists into the registration details, we've added this new checkbox element called Enable Online Event Details. And you'll see this tiny little icon that indicates that this will be an online event. So if you just select this and enable it, what you can do from there then is once you've created your meeting link in your platform of choice, you can add that meeting link into into that field. Next, you can give it an online event title. So I'm just going to call this Join Women's Beginner, and I'll show you exactly where this title fits in a moment. As well, we've also added a description field. So if you actually want to copy in, instructions on how to use Zoom, if you want to provide call-in numbers, you can certainly add that here. So use a Zoom account to log in, and certainly copy and paste all the details that you want into here. Additionally, we've added,
Jackie,
yes?
sorry, would that also be a good place for their passwords?
Yeah, absolutely. So so there is an option in Zoom to actually embed the password in the URL. That is on by default. You may want to deselect that, but if you do select that, then anybody who clicks this link will be able to view the webinar. However, if you want to make it a little bit more secure, you could actually put your password in this area or any other login instructions that you might have. There might be a very specific call-in PIN number, all of those different elements on your platform. But yes, you can certainly put a password in here. One of the great things about this is that you won't be able to actually see this information unless you're logged in as a member. So this doesn't display on the public pages of Uplifter, so people won't be able to get this. They'll need to log in with their account. So as long as your computer is secure and your account is secure and you've got secure passwords, people won't be able to find this information unless they're actually registered for the class. So thank you, Garrett, for reminding me to explain to them why it is that I added that field in the first place.
Well, I'm here.
So the next option that you also have the next option you can select is notify logged in members of their active web meetings. So if you select this, you'll see here that we show you this little piece of text that if anybody has registered for this class and this class is going to be occurring, whether in the next 15 minutes or during the class, when they're logged into the site, they'll see this banner at the top of their pages while they're on Uplifter. That's where this online event title goes in. It just fits in there. So I'm going to select that in this case so that you can actually see what it looks like. Once you've put in all of those details, you can click Update. Once you've updated this program, you will see here that now there's a new icon in your program manager showing that this is actually an online event. So as an administrator, once you've created this event and added that there, when you go to your dashboard, on your dashboard, first of all, if you are actually a participant, you'll see the banner appear. But as well, in your dashboard under today's events, you'll also see a link here that says Join Women's Beginner. You should also see it, and I hope it's here. I didn't test this before I started. Oh no, I didn't test it before I started. Yes, so it is here, where if you are going to be hosting the meeting, you can certainly click on this. You'll see a pop-up here, and then you'll see the link to the Zoom meeting. So once you click on this, you'll be able to start the meeting from here and begin your begin the webinar so that your students can actually join in. If you are actually enrolled in this class, so I'm just going to flip over here. I'm logged into this site as Jillian, which is one of the members of the class. Once I actually log in, if I refresh the page, I'll immediately see, because I had added that checkbox for notify members once they're logged in, I'll see this link, and you'll see that link, as I mentioned, as of 15 minutes before the beginning of the event to the end of the event when it finishes. And from here, I'll be able to click on this link, and it'll show me the details here, and I can click here to actually join the meeting. So all of those details are here as well. If the members are not sure, or if they haven't been logged in and they actually go to their family calendar, they'll also see those details in their family calendar as well. So from here, they can click on it, they'll see the event link and any of the details that you would have added in the description field. And that all appears there so that if they need to find the password, they can find it here. They don't have to go shuffling around for an email that you might have sent elsewhere, or some other details to find the password. So it's one centralized place for all of your members to find the information for their online event links. So that's it. Pretty easy to add an event link, and like I said, it's open so that you can use Zoom, Skype, GoToMeeting, WebEx, any platform of your choice that you feel comfortable with, and you feel comfortable with the security and the features that are available to you, and the price points available to you as well for those different options. So, Garrett, did I cover that off? Did I do okay? Did I do okay?
I was going to make a joke. Yes, no, you did phenomenal. That's an excellent job. That is, I don't have anything to add. You did such a good job. I have nothing to add.
Is that it? Okay.
That's it.
So that's our very quick webinar Wednesday, throwback Thursday, feature Friday on a Wednesday.
That's what we should name our next thing, our next webinar series.
You think our marketing team's going to love that?
Yeah, they will indeed. Yeah. Absolutely.
Excellent, excellent. I hope everybody is staying safe, and I hope that this gives our clubs another option to reach out to their members and find ways of connecting with their members during this troubling time that we're in. But we're all in this together, and we're going to find ways to get through it. So thank you very much. And I think, are we still going to see everybody on Friday? Maybe?
Yes, we are. Friday is still a go, and we are still doing the public page templates.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us here, and we will see you later. Take care.
Thank you, everyone. Take care.